Welcome guys to Fine's TV Hobby Homeschool, another set of experiment recipes about Monggo beans. Its versatility, its many uses and possibilities in a lot of ways in preparing. And so I have these sketches, guys. I know there will always be a kid in me. I would always first draw whatever image I have in mind, and as simple as that, guys, I would like to execute that. So this is pre-boiled beans to al dente or to the bite, not too mushy, not like baby food, but just boiled that you can press it. And then so I used some tools, easy tools, anything that you can press on, even a rolling pin to break it down, or you can use a food processor or a robuku if you are making it in a huge batch. So I have this granulated, somehow wet, moist or dry texture. I divided them into quantities in bowls, just so to make some recipes. So I'm using this Bob's Red Mill bread mix, whole wheat, gluten-free flour with yeast inside, but I am not using I'm not using the yeast in some of the recipes. So this, I have divided some quantities, and you can always check out my on how I consumed this one, how I, if you want to just find out what's the end product and how I ate it, how I enjoyed these treats in my recent live stream called Monggo bean. Monggo bean as rice, Monggo bean as pizza, Monggo bean as bread, Monggo bean as rice, a lot of it in my recent live stream, guys. So this, you will see different methods here. I'm making different types of breads here. So pizza and bread also. So simple as just adding water as needed to just make a dough or a mass of dough. So if you notice, guys, all I really used here is the pre-boiled Monggo bean. I just needed a binder to form a dough, and then I just added water as needed, really just to form a whole mass, but not really using a lot of the flour. Even so, it's gluten free. That's the goal. It's always 80 or 90% vegetable than the flour. That's Fine's TV Hobby Homeschool's goal, to have less consumption of the carbohydrate and use more fibers from nature, foods from nature, like vegetables, fruits, healthy grains, cereals, however sparingly of the flour. And so these chocolates, if I have coffee powder, these are all going to be flavorings, but it's very simple. So I hope you enjoy the video. This one is for the chocolate cake, as simple as having some chocolate bars. If you have the Monggo bean and a little bit of the flour, and I added coffee powder to give height to the flavor of the chocolate, a little bit of salt. And if you notice, this chocolate cake is eggless and has no fat. So that's the goal. I'm trying to experiment always on a naked, bare, plant-based recipes. So adding vegetables in desserts, in baked products, actual vegetables, not just fruits. So really to solve somehow those diseases like diabetes, heart disease, obesity, and a lot more, guys, a lot more chronic diseases. So this one, I simply used a toaster, guys, and minimal heat that I used, guys. So yeah, sorry if I have a little bit of flu but I'm recording this one, guys, and editing at the same time, of course. So this one I'm pressing on the pizza crust. So did you see a while ago you saw the chocolate cake rectangles, and this one is for the pizza crust that I used without the yeast, no? So checking on the underneath if it's thoroughly cooked, then I decided to turn it. However, it's very hot. I turned it, on the other side and bake through. Toasters have very, little details in thermostat. So just be careful. The goal is really just to cook through, but you don't want to burn it. That's why really I'm talking about this. The toaster would have about 400 degrees Fahrenheit thermometer when you just need 350 degrees Fahrenheit. So careful in, yeah, for a while I'm making the plant-based cheese with just a little taste of the regular melting cheese, but this one is made from miso or fermented soybean and tofu plus the added processed cheese. If you just want that hint and a little bit of salt. Alright, so that's the cheese on the pizza. It's supposedly the crust with salt and pepper and olive oil. However, I wanted the vegetables to be visible on top of the pizza, so that's always been, guys. So that's a vegetable oil or olive oil you can use. So assembly would be the crust, tomato sauce, and the cheese. Or you can interchange, like just so the vegetables are visible on top. Do not put the cheese on top of the vegetable. It's usually the other way around. It's supposed to be the whatever meat or accompaniment that should be visible on the pizza. So this one really guarding through this one. I didn't leave this for more than 10 minutes in the toaster. You can also pre-saute the vegetables if you like, and then I plated it. You see, now I'm adding some more vegetables, lettuce or salad greens if you like, guys. I'm wearing gloves here because looking through if you are serving this visitors, and I have a simple, not as perfect a poached egg, guys. So yeah, and I'm just checking on the sketch. That's without the egg, the sketch, but somehow it came out good. And this one, I'm making the sauce, Kit Kat coconut cream, Kit Kat chocolate bar with the hot coconut cream to pair with the chocolate rectangles, the chocolate cake rectangles, and served it with grapes. I already have a dot of the coconut cream on the cake. You see, there's a speck of that, and you really dip it like this. Very simple, naked, bare recipes. And this one, I need to ferment it or let it, because this has yeast. So this was the last thing I did. This is the cinnamon bread. Although I cannot really do as the typical cinnamon bread that you sheet out and then you spread on your layer of butter, cinnamon, sugar. I just had it in a whole blob, and really, because I'm after the nutritional value of the plant-based cinnamon bread, so I added a little bit of butter, muscovado sugar, cinnamon. If you want to add in chopped chocolate, simple as that, guys. And this one is as simple as the Monggo dough that has been crumbled to make my mock meat, also to use as the rice or the fried rice, or you can use it as to mock or as a plant-based meat, the Monggo bean with a little bit of the binder. And this one, I'm sauteing some vegetables was enjoying this part, guys. Really just sauteing, cooking some vegetables, adding seasonings if you want, salt and pepper or whatever herbs you like. And then this one has already been toasted somehow. This is the one you can use as meat or as fried rice, as topping, as a crumble, whatever you can imagine in creating your own renditions of a plant-based meal. So plating this one, I tossed in that ground meat, ground plant-based Monggo meat onto my vegetable stir fry and serving it very hot like this as rice also. I hope, guys, that you learned so much from Fine's TV Hobby Homeschool. I'm very much passionate about this vegetable fruit research on desserts and healthy meals. Please continue to support my channel, Fine's TV Hobby Homeschool. I really appreciate all your time, guys. These are past experiments. Please do watch Fine's TV Hobby Homeschool's live streams, vlogs, and shorts. A lot of informations I will link down below. Thank you, guys. Take care, you guys. Bye. This channel is about hacks, solutions, exercise routines. If you are interested in yoga, I have a lot of that as a student. Also, thank you so much, guys, again. Take care.